Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Today we will discuss about hydropower projects and their environmental implications. So, introducing about the topic, electricity is an important requirement for the whole world for running of electrical equipments. Our daily basic needs of life depend on electricity. Electricity is the bone of any nation, and insufficient electricity supply is one of the main reasons of crushing economics. There are various ways to generate electricity by using heat energy of sun, kinetic energy of water, coal and from nuclear energy. Nowadays, hydropower is considered as one of the most economic and non-polluting source of energy. Hydroelectricity is the power produced by the use of gravitational force of falling or flowing water. This technology of power generation neither produces any waste matter directly nor is subjected to exhaustion. In these plants, kinetic energy of flowing water rotates the turbines contacted with magnets which produce electricity. Hydropower plant depends on the water cycle of that area. Inadequate availability of water reduce the electrical energy production capacity. In past, some hydropower plants had been shut down due to lack of water availability in the dam. Hydropower projects produce 16% of total renewable energy of the world. China stands on first rank for the production of hydroelectricity in world. India produces approximately 4,200 megawatt by installing large, medium and small hydropower plants. The construction of hydropower plant in area has advantages like economic development, but these may produce many ill effects on environment, ecology and localized people of that area. So, now defining hydropower projects, a generating station which utilizes the potential energy of water from high head for production of electricity is called hydroelectric power station. Water stored in dam contains potential energy because of the height of the dam. When water moves towards the turbine, the kinetic energy of moving water is converted into mechanical energy through turbines. Rotating turbine coupled with generator produces the electricity. Working of hydropower plant. In nature, energy is neither destroyed nor produced, but only transferred from one form to another form, and similarly this phenomenon occurred in case of hydropower plants. In hydropower plants, kinetic energy of water is converted into mechanical energy that generates electricity. No doubt, hydropower plants are constructed on the bank of rivers, streams and channels. But dams are also needed because they act as batteries for storing the water that is released according to the requirement for generation of power. Here we can see in the flow diagram that how energy transformations in hydropower plant occurs. We can see potential energy converted to kinetic energy, which in turn gets converted to mechanical energy and finally to electrical energy. Factors for selection of site. Number 1, availability of water. As the basic requirement of hydroelectric plant is water, the availability of huge quantity of water is the main consideration. The plant must be constructed where sufficient quantity of water is available at a good head. Next, storage of water. The rainfall is not regular every year, hence the available water should be stored. This makes it necessary to construct dams. The storage helps in equalizing the flow of water throughout the year. Head of water. For getting sufficient head, dam should be constructed at a height in a hilly area. The availability of the head directly affects the cost and economy of power generation. Continuing with the factors for selection of the site, cost and type of land. The initial cost of the project includes the cost of land, so the land must be available at a reasonable price. Similarly, the type of the land should withstand the weight of the heavy equipments to be installed. Transportation facilities. For transporting the equipments, machinery and labor, site selected must be easily accessible by the rail and road. Distance from load centers. The load center is connected to the site by the transmission lines, so that cost of the transmission lines should be minimum. Types of hydropower plant. These on the basis of classification of hydropower plants as quantity of water available, available head, nature of load. Then hydropower plants in India. India holds 7th position among the whole world for the production of hydroelectricity by producing near about 4,200 megawatt. India has a target of 5 gigawatt renewable energy productions from the hydropower plants by 2022, and currently in India 25 plants are working. The list of the power plants is in table 1. Konya Hydroelectric Power Plant, Konya, Maharashtra. Hirakund Hydroelectric Power Plant, Odisha. Idukki Hydropower Plant, Kerala. Nagarjuna Hydroelectric Power Plant, Andhra Pradesh. Then Tehri Hydroelectric Power Plant, Uttarakhand. Bhakra Nangal Hydroelectric Power Plant, Himachal Pradesh. Sardar Sarovar Hydroelectric Power Plant, Gujarat. Shrilalam Hydroelectric Power Plant, Andhra Pradesh. Then Naptha Jhakri Hydroelectric Power Plant, Himachal Pradesh. Indira Sagar Hydroelectric Power Plant, Madhya Pradesh. Shravati Hydroelectric Power Plant, Karnataka. Dihar Hydroelectric Power Plant, Himachal Pradesh. Kalindi Hydropower Project at Karnataka. Tista Hydroelectric Power Plant, Sikkim. Bairasiul Hydroelectric Power Project, Himachal Pradesh. Salal Hydroelectric Power Plant, Jammu and Kashmir. Makhund Hydroelectric Power Plant, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha. Belimela Hydroelectric Power Plant, Odisha. Suvarnarekha Hydroelectric Power Plant, Jharkhand. Shivana Samundra Hydropower Plant, Karnataka. Loktak Hydroelectric Power Plant, Manipur. Rihond Hydroelectric Power Plant, MP and UP. Rangit Hydroelectric Power Plant, Sikkim. Bansagar Hydroelectric Power Plant, Madhya Pradesh. Uri Hydroelectric Power Plant, Jammu and Kashmir. So, advantages of hydroelectric power plants. The running, operation and maintenance cost of this kind of plants are low. After the initial infrastructure are developed, the energy is virtually free. The plants are totally free of pollution as no conventional fuels are required. The lifetime of generating plants are substantially long. Reliability is much more than wind, solar or wave power due to its easy availability and convertibility. Water can be stored above the dam, ready to cope with peaks in demand. The uncertainties that arise due to unscheduled breakdowns are relatively infrequent and short in duration due to the simplicity and reliability of the instruments. Hydroelectric turbine generators can be started and put online very rapidly. It is possible to produce electricity from hydroelectric power plant if flow is continuously available. Next, disadvantages. The potential of hydropower depend on locations. If the locations are not properly selected, may cause lots of hostility and absurdity during operational stage of the power plant. The dams are very expensive to build. However, many dams are also used for flood control or irrigation, so building costs can be shared. The capital cost of electrical instruments along with civil engineering works to be installed and cost of laying transmission line is generally high. The impact on plant life due to the water quality and quantity downstream of the hydropower plants are reported. The impact on residents and the environment may be unacceptable if location is not optimally selected. Due to increase in water temperature and insertion of excess nitrogen into water at spillways, health and migration of fish as well as other aquatic plants gets affected. Due to installation of reservoir in the flow path, the siltation rate gets altered. Implications of hydropower plants. Number 1, it disrupts aquatic ecosystems. Hydropower dams are built in the middle of the river without taking into consideration the aquatic life. So, the fish and other river animals are obliged to swim against the water stream for multiple reasons, and first one reason is that they need to breed, and the second one to avoid being trapped and killed in turbines. At some occasions, dams are built in the middle of the fish migration paths, therefore, there is drastic cut on the fish population. Number 2, dam size. When a dam is constructed, it wouldn't just be built in the river, and it covers a huge part of the land that surrounds the river. It's not that uncommon to see huge forests being destroyed just to build one dam. As you can imagine, this affects the natural ecosystems. Continuing with the implications of hydropower plants. Initial cost. The cost of installation of hydropower plant is relatively higher compared to coal or gas based thermal power generation systems. In most of the cases, dams are being constructed in some parts of the river that do not have the necessary roads to allow the material to get there, so that new roads and new bridges are constructed. Water reservoir and availability of grid to transmit electrical energy also adds up the installation cost of the hydropower. Habitat destruction. Construction of hydropower stations require a huge amount of land and are damaging the shifting of the living place for a large number of habitats of that area. This causes hardship to human beings and animals. One of such examples is the Sardar Sarovar project in India. The construction materials need to be the best. When a dam is constructed, only the high quality materials can be used. Otherwise, there can be a dam breakage, just like the one that happened in China in Bangkyo Dam. Due to the massive flooding, 1,71,000 people died and millions lost their homes. Environmental impacts. Construction of a hydropower plant has huge effects on the environment. When any dam is constructed, it changes the natural course of river and dramatically also affects the flora and fauna. Forests are destructed and localities are forced to move out. Water reservoirs are responsible for the emission of greenhouse gases, those affect the plant and animal lives. Wildlife impacts. Dammed reservoirs are also used for multiple purposes like agricultural irrigation, flood control and recreation. However, hydroelectric facilities have a major impact on aquatic systems. For example, though there are a variety of methods to minimize the impact including fish ladders and intake screens for fish and other organisms, those are injured and killed by the turbine blades. Apart from this, there can also be wildlife impacts both within the dammed reservoirs and downstream from the facility. Then life cycle and global warming emissions. Global warming emissions are produced during the installation and dismantling of hydropower plants. Such emissions depend on the size of the reservoir and the nature of the land that was flooded by the reservoir. Small runoff, the river plant emits between 0.01 to 0.03 pounds of carbon dioxide equivalent per kilowatt per hour. Life cycle global warming emissions also depend on type of land like hydroelectric power plants built in tropical areas or temperate lands are much higher, and after flooding vegetation and soil in these areas decomposes and releases both carbon dioxide and methane. Now, we will discuss some case studies. The first one is Narmada Power Project. Sardar Sarovar project was conceived in mid 1960s on Narmada River in Gujarat and largest westward flowing river, but construction was postponed due to disagreement between the three states, that is Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra, impacted by the project. Sardar Sarovar Dam has capacity of production of 1450 megawatt of electricity, provide water to 40 million people residing in about 100 villages and towns and irrigate almost 1.8 million hectares in Gujarat, 73,000 hectares of land in Rajasthan. In 1990, a large number of people protested for the closure of the plant. On Christmas Day 1990, 3,000 people walked 100 kilometers and once Medha Patikar and 6 others went on hunger strike, and it lasted 22 days until they broke the fast and it became an international issue. Medha Patikar and Baba Amte were leading activists of the project. Finally, Supreme Court of India ruled on Sardar Sarovar Dam and in 1999 ordered work to continue. Then in October 18, 2000, they ruled in favor of building the Sardar Sarovar Dam. Then another case study of Bankua Dam project. This construction of hydropower plant on the Roo River in Jumadian city, Heaven province, China, started in April 1951 and completed in June 1952. Total capacity of reservoir was 492 million meter cube with 375 million meter cube reserved for flood storage. Due to this massive flooding, 1,71,000 people died and millions lost their homes in 1975, and it was the biggest accident of hydrological project. Then Tehri Dam project case study. This dam is located on Bhagirathi river and 200 miles of northeast of Delhi at the height of 855 feet, and it is the fifth largest dam in the world with capacity of 2,400 megawatt. In 1949, Tehri Dam was conceived and chosen as tentative site for dam in 1961. Actual construction started in 1978 under the police protection and completed in 2003. Tehri Band Virodhi Sangharsh Samiti protested against the dam and 74-day hunger strike was held by Sundarlal Bahuguna in 1996. He is environmental activist who led the anti-Tehri Dam movement for years from 1980 till 2004. During 2001, main bridge leading to Tehri town and close areas were submerged and 1 lakh people were affected because there was no resettlement plan. Then taking up another case study of Konya hydroelectric project. This project is India's largest hydroelectric power plant located at the foothills of Syadri Hill Range in Maharashtra. The plant consisted of 4 units. First 2 units completed in 1966, third and fourth in 1976 and 1990 respectively. The production capacity of this plant is 1000 megawatts. Then Gangral hydroelectric power plant. This plant is located at Gangral in the left bank of Mahanadi river, which is 90 meter away from Raipur and 13 km from Dhamtari. Total capacity of this plant is 10 megawatt and consists of 4 units and each of 2.5 megawatt. After production of electricity, water is supplied for irrigation of fields. Then another case study of a project named Salal hydroelectric power plant. It is located in Udhampur in Jammu Kashmir on the bank of Chenab river. Total capacity of this plant is 690 megawatt and 6 units each of 115 megawatt. Major problem in this plant is clogging of tubes because solids level increases from 5000 ppm to 40,000 ppm during monsoons. So, concluding the module, we can say global electricity needs are rising rapidly. In order to satisfy these needs, various type of power plants are being installed over the entire world. Hydropower may seem an understandable choice for production of clean, low cost electricity, yet the negative environmental impacts of the hydropower schemes are less in comparison to the other type of power plants. Thank you.